Hi John, we're now at Clifton Junction. At this point, the Bury Canal crosses the River Irwell by Clifton Aqueduct. And here, to my right, is the junction of the old Fletchers Canal. Fletchers Canal was finished first, and that was named the Old Cut. And the Bury, which was built later, was named the New Cut. On my right hand side, you've got an old turnover bridge. At this point, the towpath would change sides from the right to the left. Hiya John, beside me is one of the old stones that was on the parapet of the old towpath bridge. It was at Clifton Aqueduct that the towpath of the Bury Canal changed sides. You'd have to come over here, and if you wanted to continue on your way towards Giant Seat, you then go off to the right and over Clifton Aqueduct. Or alternatively, if you wanted to go up Fletchers Canal, you would go that way. Hiya John. We're now at Clifton Junction. At this point, the Bury Canal goes to our right across Clifton Aqueduct. And here, where I'm stood, is the old dry bed of Fletchers Canal. Many years ago, Fletchers Canal was finished first, hence it was named the Old Cut, whereby the Bury Canal was finished a few years later, and that became the New Cut. It's a shame today, because all the water's gone and it's been infilled, but it used to be a wonderful shot this. Amazing. Hiya John, I'm now on the towpath of the old Fletchers Canal. At this point there used to be an unusual lozenge shaped lock that could incorporate 3 narrowboats side by side. There was a short drop to the level of the Bury Canal. Unfortunately, years ago when the old Fletchers Canal fell into dereliction, it was sold off, and today Pilkingtons have put a concrete road where the lock used to be. Sacrilege. Hiya John, I'm now on the old towpath of Fletchers Canal. Because it runs parallel with the River Airwell, you needed big earth embankments to support it. Unfortunately, over the years, these became perilous to say the least, and they slipped. So many things were used to try and strengthen the bankings. You had brick retaining walls, and you also had these cast iron pegs that were there to support the towpath. Hiya John, I'm now on the towpath of the old Fletchers Canal. To my right is the old boundary fence of the Pilkington's tile works. At this point, originally, when the canal was in water, there was a private branch what went off up there. It got to the railway embankment and it went under on a tunnel. From that point onwards, it was the start of an underground canal that went to collieries in that area. Absolutely fascinating. Hiya John, I'm now on the towpath of the old Fletchers Canal. Here you got some beautiful stone wash walls. You can see the nice stone capping, and then amazingly it's lined with brick. Not as nice as the Manchester Bolton Bury, but impressive all the same. And here you've got the bed of the old Fletchers Canal, which is now dry, but at least you can see the invert. Hiya John, I'm now stood in a dry bed of the old Fletchers Canal. To my left is the amazing wash wall, lovely handmade brick with a nice stone coping, and here is where the water used to be all them years ago before it became dry and neglected. Hi John, I'm now on the towpath of the old Fletchers Canal. Behind me is the embankment of the M60 motorway. Many years ago, when they built that monstrosity, not only did it block Fletchers Canal, but it also obstructed the Manchester Bolton Bury Canal, which was on that side of the River Irwell. Tragic. Hiya John, I'm now on the towpath of the old Fletchers Canal. This was built in the 1790s by Matthew Fletcher, who is a prominent landowner in this part of the Irwell Valley. He sunk various pits, like Wet Colliery, which is up the valley, and he exploited all the coal. And what he did, he built this little canal called Fletchers, which was 1.5 miles long, and it gave him access to the Manchester Bolton Bury Canal, which could be found at Clifton Junction. So he had a ready market for his coal down in Manchester. Amazing. Hi John, I'm now in a dry bed of Fletchers Canal. To my right is the remains of one of the old box boats that used to run along this section. It was owned by the old Clifton and Kearsley Coal Company, who would have operated these boats to carry the coal from the mines to the market at Manchester. All you've got now is a bit of wood, but once upon a time that would have been a box boat. Hiya John, what I'm looking at the side of the old wooden boat, to me it's the ratchet mechanism that used to operate within the coal containers. As you can see, you got a bit of metal there, and this would have had a chain on it, which would have been attached to the trapdoors that would allow the discharge of coal. It's amazing what you can find in an old derelict canal. Hi John, I'm now stood on a bridge that used to cross the old Fletchers Canal. It looks like you had the brick abutments here, but you also had what looks like a timber deck, which is long gone. It also looks like at this point it incorporated stop grooves in the bridge because you got the remaining little stop planks within there. Amazing. Hi John, I'm now stood on what would have been the old towpath of the Fletchers Canal. Fletchers Canal, for most of its course, ran parallel and high above the River Irwell. What it meant is, over the years, they spent vast sums of money on strengthening the old canal banks. Unfortunately, it didn't always pay off, and here is the site of one of the old canal beaches, where all the water would have come flooding out into the river down below. Hi John, just been walking along the old towpath of Fletchers Canal and it's amazing what you find. Here, right outside at the towpath, but below the level of it, to me, looks like an old mine shaft. If you look at all the bricks and the curve, I reckon you would have a shaft here. Amazing, bit dangerous, but fascinating all the same. Hi John, I'm now stood on the towpath of the old Fletchers Canal. This canal fell into dereliction about 1914 when the pits became worked out and uneconomic. From that point onwards, the banks didn't get repaired, hence what we've got here is another canal beach on Fletchers Canal. Hiya John, I'm now in the dry bed of the old Fletchers Canal with one of the old box boats formerly owned by the Clifton and Coal Company that can be found in this length of derelict canal. Here's the old wooden boat here, there's a cast iron bib, and amazingly this boat is still holding all its containers. I bet if you dug into these you find all the coal was still there. Absolutely fascinating. Even though the boat's now decayed, it's still holding all its containers. Absolutely wonderful. Hey John, it's amazing what you find when you're exploring these old derelict canals. We've come a fair distance along the old towpath of Fletchers Canal, and here is an original Canal Overflow with its handmade brick. If there was too much water in the canal, it could come over here and down into the river far below. Amazing. Hey John, at intervals along the length of Fletchers Canal you've got stop gates, and these are areas where the banks become close together and they've got grooves. Here you would insert the stop planks to form a cofferdam should you want to maintain either length of canal. Absolutely fascinating. Hiya, me and John are now in the dry bed of Fletchers Canal. Along here you've got the remains of the old coal boats. Amazingly, this used to be at the front or the back of a boat, this cast iron, and it's now rotted away, hence we can lift it up. But it will give you an idea of the scale and height of the former box boats. Amazing. Hiya John, there's not a lot to see today, but originally at this point you had the loading bay arm, which is just behind me, and off to my left was an old dry dock which is now completely buried and underneath all the ground. Amazing. Hiya John, I'm now on the loading bay arm of Fletchers Canal. Just behind me is the base of an old crane. Originally a crane would have lifted boxes out of the old boats that were waiting in the watered loading bay arm just below. Hiya John, I'm now at the end of Fletchers Canal. At this point it was the end of the loading bay arm but the start of an underground canal what went into Hillside that way. It's amazing to think all those years ago boats and people were going underground, loading the boats up and going off down Fletchers Canal. Absolutely amazing.